let's go back to the supply depot. Yep, guard unit already left its post. It's a good start. Let's keep it up. Give them some real fireworks this time. We're going to go to the supply depot. I think there might be more TNT here, but more importantly, there's that wall to blow up. There's a couple things we can do. Alright, it's a sabotage operation. Make sure you correctly identify. He's just saying the same things. Right, no place to hide, so we've got to mosey on somewhere else first. There we go.
What's that?
Nothing, don't worry about it, brother.
Nothing here.
Yep, nothing here. I think there's a hiding space over here, though. I think there's quite a few, actually. Yep, member change. Get Jonathan. Alright, so we've got 2 TNT. But here's the thing. I know there's this wall in here. Yep.
HQ.
And I want to know what's beyond this.
This is patrol. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position.
Unknown position. Hey, by the way, kaboom. Oh, that's a nice explosion effect, actually. That is straight out of Snake Eater. Alright, we've got magazine. By magazine, it doesn't mean like an ammo magazine. It means like a book. And look who's on the magazine! It's Eva.
Huh? What's that?
Is he not going to come over?
Who's that?
Oh, hey. Hi. Hi, can you not do that?
HQ.
No.
This is patrol. Enemy sighted. Commencing attack.
No, don't commence attack. Come on. Hey. Can't we all just get along? Let's just hide in the corner and hope they leave us alone. Isn't that how it is in life? Oh, look, there's a little icon on the ammo counter that's like a bear trap. There's no bear trap in this game, but I like how it kind of... That's their icon for, like, trap-type items. That's cool. Well, I'm just gonna run around with my, my Eva book. Oh, yeah. Hey, I might as well recruit you while I'm waiting for the,
What's that?
Nope. How about you mind your business? How about that's what it is?
Nothing here.
Yep, nothing here. Can't go wrong stealing men, because again, you need a lot of spy unit peeps. Bring him back to the fun bus. I don't want to play the hit indie game. I like Super Mario 64. How could you tell? Yeah, Yeah, I'd rather, again, I've said this before, rather than playing like a game like that's kind of marketed on, oh, it's inspired by this, I would rather just play the old game, you know?
Who's that?
Oh,
The enemy's here.
well, I'm pretty sure this truck is a target, so let's just, yeah,
This is HQ.
and, oh, yeah, okay.
Eliminate all enemies.
Alright, I guess the mission's complete. That does it. Get back to the truck. Alright. Spies procured additional ammo for the SVD. Another success. More guards are leaving the rail bridge. Let's keep it up. Time to pick the next target. Firefly, straight out of Honkai Star Rail. That said, I think I need to go back to the supply depot. Whoops. Because I never got the TNT that was here. So let's go back. Crispin Freeman jump scare. Yeah, he's all over these games.
What the?
Oh yeah, check that out too. The time of day actually changes in the stages. That's pretty cool. Very impressive for a PSP game.
Nothing here.
Nothing here. Yeah, don't really need to make like a bunch of weird little odd games anymore because you get one live service game to pop off. Yeah. And there's I think there's like, you know, good things about that.
What was that?
But that said, you know, I do still like my odd little games. So, you're probably going to see me playing a lot of odd Konami games. Look at this! The truck got replaced with this thing. Capcom and Konami really did, and Namco as well, had quite a few very, very odd, unique games, you know, for the PSP and the PS2 and everything. Other systems as well, but when I tend to... Hey there. What the hell are you doing? Are you following me?
Who's that? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay. Well... Yeah, they don't really make action games anymore either, which is a shame. Oh, this is going to be the yapping game, isn't it? Because there's a lot of, like, you know... There's a lot of things I gotta do that aren't particularly intense. So we'll have plenty of time to just yap about whatever, yeah. And of course, this works exactly how you would think. They do their little crowing and everything. Their little chicken animation. He's just a big fan of Eva. You know? And I like her. She's pretty cool. Yeah, lots of games from this era I think are really neat. This, like, mid-PS2 era. Again, this game came out in 2006, and there were definitely still plenty of PS2 games coming out around the time. There was actually even... I can't help but think it was an empty promise, but the US PR guy for Konami at the time said, if Portable Ops sells well, we'll do a PS2 version of the game. Unfortunately, that never happened. Medical Kit L, Dragonfly has joined my squad. Alright. Soviet patrol base. Yep. 2 units already left their posts. A few more diversions like this. Bridge is sure to empty out. Find the armory and use the TNT to blow it sky high. Should cripple the enemy's ammo supply. I tried to say like ammo. That's not a word. Enemy ammo supply. Let's put on a show they won't forget. Alright, start mission, yes. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush and Devil May Cry 5 were huge hits. You would think there would be more action games because of that, but no. Alright, this is a sabotage operation. Make sure you correctly identify the target position. Be careful with that TNT. Good luck. No place to hide. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Yeah, there's really no place to hide. Well, I do really, really like this sneaking music. Oh, it's really good. Pretty sure it's Norihiko Hibino on the soundtrack for this. It's got that vibe to it. Okay. Member change. Alright, Jonathan, do your thing. Well, you see, action games take effort. Yeah, it's true. Okay, I have now lost my bearings. Oh, I know where I am. Okay. Oh yeah, here's an oddity, though, of this game. The chameleon will go away if I climb. Right? So if I fall here, that's fine for me to fall. But if I climb... Oh! I wonder if they made a later revision of this game, because originally climbing back up blew your cover, and it was very frustrating and odd. But then they fixed that for Portable Ops Plus. And it seems to be fixed here as well, so I wonder if,
Huh? What the?
Don't worry about it.
Who's that?
What? Why? Why? What happened?
Huh? Oh!
Whoops.
Oh! Oh!
You know, hey, let's restart the mission, because I'm not sure what happened there. I'm legitimately not sure what happened there. Between the climbing on something, actually maintaining your camouflage, and just, I don't know, my camouflage just disappearing? I'm not really sure what any of that was, so we'll just restart. Yep. Tranquilize that man. No place to hide. Did I have to get more over here? Yes. There we go. But yeah, I genuinely, I wonder if that's not like a later revision, because I don't think they patched ESP games. Not as far as I can remember. Hey, what's going on? Just, watching the door? Yep. Hey, what if you just... Oh. Oh.
HQ. This is HQ.
Well, what if we just simply, place this here?
Enemy side. Requesting backup.
And simply just... Excuse me. Toodles! Oh! Oh, that man somehow survived. Oh, that's very impressive of him. That does it! Hurry back to the truck, and then the mission just simply ceases. Work has begun on thermal goggles that can detect heat emissions, enabling users to see targets in total darkness. I don't remember what the thermal goggles look like in this game. I don't remember what the effect is, so that'll be exciting. They did patch PSP games? Ah. That's interesting. Boom, haha, did you see the size of that explosion? The enemy's got to be pissing their pants by now. There's your pee-pee pants reference. Security on the bridge is down to almost nothing. I say we pretty much achieved our objective. Of course, wouldn't complain if you took out one more target. I mean, where would the target be? And should I really care that much? I don't think I should. Alright. You don't need that. You don't need that. M16, we saw that, but I mean, you know. So this is neat. The reports give you basically little side objectives you can complete. Of course, you don't have to. And here you get an overview of all of your stats. Again, there's only a couple things here, so it's not as in-depth as it would be in later games. Ah, yes. So here's our weapons. And this game has quite a few weapons, as you can see. A lot of them, most of them are from MGS3, but they do have their own descriptions. Knife with a hollow grip, designed to fit inside survival kits. Snake would hate it. Automatic pistol, developed for special ops use in response to demand from the U.S. Navy SEALs, can be equipped with a sound suppressor. Uses a slide lock lever designed primarily for single shot firing, increasing the sound reducing capability of suppressors. Use 9mm tranquilizer ammo. You know, pretty basic stuff. The 1911 in this game is not the custom one. It is the standard one you get in Snake Eater. But yeah, the only kind of different thing so far here is the M16A1. It doesn't have the camo from Snake Eater. I think there's some early screenshots that used the Snake Eater model. M63, AK-47, SVD. So far, everything is pretty much the same. Of course, there's the Gakko doll. Wind it up and watch it waddle. But let's go to the rail bridge. Here's the situation. Our diversion was a success. The security presence on the rail bridge has been reduced dramatically. Now we can go to the harbor. Yeah, finally. I wonder what Elisa meant when she said you'll find what you're looking for there. What the hell could it be? Beats me. That's what we're going to find out. Something tells me we're not going to be happy when we do. Right, let's get a move on. We need to cross the bridge and get to the east side. Yep. East side. How's the guard situation on the bridge? Looking good, huh? All you have to do now is cross over, heading to the east side of the peninsula. Alright, well, we're going to change to Jonathan. He is the MVP after all. And we're going to get a little healthy. Just a little bit. Now, your characters can heal over time, but not if you keep, you know, bringing them into missions. You'd have to use like a different squad or just take them off of the active team. It's an interesting stage. For one, you can see this bridge is, whoops, hilariously small. Like, it's one of the things that makes you go, alright, yeah, no, this is a PSP game. Again, that combined with the general square geometric nature of the stages. But I kind of like that. Again, it feels like, it feels correct for Metal Gear. Oh, chaff grenades. We'll take those. To be in squares. You know? MGS1 was entirely squares. MGS2 had a lot of squares. What's that? Just me. Just your friendly, Oh! Oh, you're not friendly, Orange Man. Ah, that's right. We get a new kind of boy here. Oh, we need this boy. You're a special boy. So, this special boy, you might notice his uniform might look kind of familiar. He's got tiger stripe camo, a direct action suit. He's got his own, you know, little rig set up, his own radio set up, and everything. We'll take a look at him before we put him in the truck. But this is a Fox unit soldier. So you want to recruit that enemy soldier, huh? No problem. One of our men hiding in a cardboard box will handle it. Oh. Oh, you just need to bring it next to... Ah, right. Here we go. 143.15. Yeah, so he stole that man, so I didn't get to take a look at his outfit, but we'll play as him, don't worry. So yes, this is what I was looking for before. Alright. See these big blue circles? If I drag a man into the circle, and then... Yep, prisoner evacuation. I think as long as there's no alert, then it'll evacuate someone. So I just need to bring them within that circle. It's really nice. It makes the game go a lot smoother. But yeah, that was a Fox unit commando. He's wearing gear very similar to what Snake wears in Operation Snake Eater, but it's got a couple extra little details. It's a really cool design. I kind of wish they would have, like, used it for more than just this game, because the first time I saw those dudes, I was like, whoa. Because he kind of has, like, a scarf as well. He's got, like, a black beret and a black scarf. So he kind of looks like an ocelot mixed with... Whoops. Mixed with Snake. It's pretty cool. It's a good design. I like it. People don't use tranq guns in actual operations, not because they don't work or anything, because they're actually one of the less lethal of the less lethal weapons. Yes. Yeah, I want to talk about military realism once we get to Phantom Pain, because that game was sort of marketed and talked about before it came out. Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes specifically. A lot of the issues people had with those games in their, you know, prior to their release was sort of hand-waved, such as like, oh, this seems a little too gritty, or like, Snake seems like he's not talking, and, you know, I don't know if this tone is right. Like, people would want to have discussions like that, but then it would be hand-waved by like, well, you know, they're trying to show like the real, like, they're trying to make it realistic, like the real horrors of war, and etc., etc. But then those games go on to have all of the same contrivances. Like, I can overlook...
Huh? What's that?
The,
What's that?
It's me. I want to steal this, man. I can overlook the silly contrivances in these earlier titles. Because, I mean, again, we're not trying to be a realistic depiction of war, especially not this game. It's a goofy spy movie, you know? And in a goofy spy movie, yeah, I expect you to have little tranquilizer guns that go whip and don't make a sound and just make someone fall asleep and just go, and then they wake up and they're like, you know, they're like, hey, quit lying around on the job, you know? Because it's goofy spy stuff. I expect that in goofy spy stuff. I know that that's all fake. You know, but it's fine because it fits the genre. It's like when you play an action game, when you play like a Devil May Cry game, you know, Dante's swordsmanship and his marksmanship with his guns and everything. They're not realistic, but it's fine because it's a big, wacky, goofy action game. Oh yeah, let's demonstrate how this works with, calling this right here. So you want to recruit that enemy soldier, huh? All right. Go ahead and continue your mission. Yep. Very handy. But the tranquilizers and suppressors are something that is absolutely gameplay contrivance in Metal Gear. It's there because it's a wacky, goofy spy game that doesn't make any sense. So, because of that, you can only get so serious with these games because they're inherently unserious, you know? So when they try to get too gritty, too dark, you know, they touch like subject matters that are a bit taboo, they still have the magical whip suppressed tranquilizer guns. And it just doesn't feel right, you know?
What's that?
Yes, rubber bullets as well end up being in this series. And those are yeah. They're also very... Oh, hi. Oh, we're getting a lot of special boys here.
Who's that?
Oh.
The enemy. Ah!
Oh. I mean, I want to grab the special boys. Yeah, I don't know. That's just a thing for me that's kind of difficult to... That, you know, suspension of disbelief is very subjective. It's like the uncanny valley. Something that you can accept, someone else might not be able to accept. And to me, if you want to tell a gritty, you know, story about, like, war crimes and the horrible, disgusting things that people do and, like, really, like, show... like really objectionable, like really gross content, but then you're going to go right into gameplay and have people throwing away magazines and having little magical suppressed tranquilizer guns and all that. It's too far to me. I'm like, listen, you are Hollywood, you know? You're being a spy movie. Act like a spy movie. Don't show me people getting like tortured and like, you know, graphic imagery and all that, thinking that you're better than a spy movie because you're showing the harsh realities of how things... Because you're not. You're still giving me spy gadgets. And again, this is the same series where you hide in a cardboard box and slip on bird poop and you can make a car spin out on horse poop and a man poops his pants and it works like a smoke grenade attached to his butt in Metal Gear Online. You know... It's the same series where you've got the characters fighting alongside... Oh. We got a shotgun. Fighting alongside Pikachu and Mario. You know? It's like, be... know your place, fool, is what I say to that. The stun blade says non-lethal on it. He's smoking a little, so he'll walk it off. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. The stun weapons in this game. That's not how tasers work. You don't get zapped and then just go, and fall over. It can give you a heart attack if you have heart problems. And also, if you don't, you just kind of go, oh my god, what the hell? Why did you do that, bro? That sucked. And you piss your pants, and it's not a good time. But it certainly doesn't just make you fall over like it does in movies. And again, I'm fine with these contrivances, you know? I don't mind things being goofy. But as the writer, you have to remember that it's goofy. You go, well, this is how stun guns and tranquilizers and stuff work in our game because it's a spy movie. And I go, okay, that's fine then. Anyway, excellent. We made it through without a scratch. Hurry on to the harbor. Based on what Snake said he heard from the female soldier, the thing we're looking for is at the harbor. Right now, we still don't have a clue on what it is. Could have something to do with Fox's rebellion. In any case, the fact is we need every little bit of intel we can get. Seeing in the harbor, conduct a search as you see fit. Of course, you still exercise caution. Be a little extra alert for any security. You can't rule out the possibility this is a trap. Can't tell you how many times I've been sweet-talked by a broad into getting my ass kicked. Oh, Campbell. See, because he's a womanizer. See, so of course he was a bit of a playboy in his youth, huh? Yeah, you see? New report from the spy unit. Soviet patrol base. Held captive in a jail cell. Okay. The Soviet patrol base? Sure. We'll take a look at that, but first, let's save.